UGREEN never shies away from rolling out fresh power solutions year after year, and as tech keeps getting better, they're managing to squeeze more power into smaller, sleeker packages. With a solid lineup of options already under their belt, they're now setting their sights on the new Nexode power banks. This is the UGREEN 130-watt, 20,000 mAh portable charger, and its smaller yet just as powerful twin, the 12,000 mAh 100-watt option. They might not be the most budget-friendly option out there, but with top-tier specs and performance, these power banks could just be that perfect addition your bag's been missing. But the big question is, can they back up those good looks with performance to match? The UGREEN Nexode Powerbank series has a versatile lineup. Whether you're looking for a compact solution for your daily commute, or a high-capacity option for long trips, the Nexode A series has a power bank to fit every need. With a range of sizes and charging capabilities, you can easily find the perfect match for your smartphone, tablet, laptop, and more. Certainly check out the whole series. So is this product truly worth that asking price? Well, let's first start by unboxing it. Unboxing both devices, you pretty much get what you'd expect, just the power bank and a short USB-C cable. However, it's worth noting the 130-watt model also has a carry pouch. It's definitely a minimalist experience, but hey, it means you're straight to the good part, using it right out of the box. No unnecessary frills, just plug in and power up. Let's talk design because these two devices cater to different needs but both bring a certain sophistication to the table. They've got a sleek Apple-esque vibe going on, the color and finish pair perfectly with a MacBook and an iPhone to be fair. The power banks sport an all-plastic exterior, but don't let that fool you. The smooth matte finish almost mimics the feel of metal, giving them a surprisingly premium touch. When it comes to size, there's a noticeable difference between the two models, as you'd expect with almost double the capacity. The 12,000 mAh option stands at 115 millimeters high and 45 across, while the 20,000 version scales up to 131 by 54 millimeters. On paper, the difference doesn't seem massive, but in hand, the larger model feels significantly bulkier. So think about how you plan to use it day to day before going for the extra capacity. You might find the smaller one fits your needs and your bag a bit better. Both sizes of the UGREEN Nexode power bank feel rock solid in your hand with no flex, no creaking, and definitely no hollow spots. They're like dense little pillars, which instantly gives them a high quality premium vibe. The weight only adds to that impression. The 100-watt model comes in at 309 grams, while the 130-watt beast hits 480. I'd swear the bigger one feels even heftier than that though. It does feel rather weighty. All the ports are conveniently located at the top of both models. The 100-watt version offers one USB-A and one USB-C port, while the 130-watt version ups the ante with two USB-C ports alongside the single USB-A, giving you more flexibility for charging multiple devices at once. The ports are well spaced, so you're not going to be fumbling around trying to squeeze in different cables. Both UGREEN models come equipped with a digital display that lets you keep tabs on the remaining battery level and charging status, which is super handy. But the 130-watt takes it a step further with a more advanced TFT screen. This screen provides a detailed view of all the action happening inside, giving you a clear picture of everything from power input to remaining charge time. It's definitely a nice touch for those who want a deeper understanding of their power bank's performance. The 100W version simplifies things a bit with its display, providing just the essential information you need. It keeps it straightforward, showing you the basics like battery level and charging status without all the extra details. While it may not be as comprehensive as the 130 watts TFT screen, it's still effective for those who prefer a no-frills approach. The 13-layer safety system is a standout feature of these power banks, especially with the thermal guard technology that helps prevent overheating, ensuring user safety. Plus, the trickle charging mode is perfect for low-current devices like Bluetooth earphones iPhones and smartwatches. When it comes to performance, these power banks truly excel. After using both models for a couple of weeks now, I never found myself wanting for more power. They're like miniature powerhouses. But let's be honest, the 20,000 milliamp version's extra 30-watt output might be overkill for most people. I mean, the newer iPhones only pull 20 watts of power, a MacBook Air only needs 60, and AirPods use just 5 watts. Even charging all three simultaneously, you're not even close to maxing out the Nexode. The smaller 12,000 milliamp version would probably be up to the task too, though with only 2 ports, you'll need to take turns, so this really is something to consider. When you start using both ports on the Nexode 100-watt version, the power distribution shifts a bit. If you're using just the USB-C port on its own, you can pull a solid 100 watts. Meanwhile, the USB-A port maxes out at 22.5 watts when used solo. However, if you decide to charge 2 devices at once, don't expect the same firepower. You'll get a maximum of 10 watts from each port. As for recharging the power bank itself, it takes about 1.5 hours when you use a 65-watt charger. That's pretty decent and means you won't be waiting around forever to get your power bank back up and running. Now, if you're a serious power user juggling a hefty laptop and a phone that's always hungry for juice, the 130-watt Nexode is your go-to powerhouse. It's like the heavyweight champ of charging, delivering a supercharged zap that's perfect for laptops with big appetites. Just like its 100-watt sibling, the power distribution on the Nexode 130-watt changes when you start using multiple ports. If you're just using the USB-C 1 port on its own, you'll get a robust 100 watts, which is fantastic for charging larger devices. The USB-C 2 port offers a solid 30 watt when used alone, while the USB-A port gives you 33 watts. However, if you decide to use both USB-C ports at the same time, you can expect 100 watt from USB-C 1 and 30 watt from the USB-C 2 port, which is pretty decent. But things get trickier when you start combining the ports. If you're using the USB-C 1 and USB-A together, you'll still pull 100 watt from the USB-C 1 and 33 watt from the USB-A. On the flip side, using USB-C 2 with USB-A drops both ports down to 15 watts each, which isn't ideal if you're looking for speed. And if you go all out and use all 3 ports simultaneously, you'll still get 100 watts from USB-C 1, but the USB-C 2 and USB-A will be limited to just 15 watts each. So do keep that in mind. It's great that you can charge multiple devices at once, but the lower power output on those secondary ports can feel a bit limiting, especially if you're in a hurry. When it comes to recharging the Nexode 130 watt, you'll be pleasantly surprised to find that it's just as quick as its smaller counterpart. It takes only 1.5 hours to get back to full power when you use a 65 watt charger, which is pretty impressive. Overall, I have to say I'm really impressed with these Nexode power banks. They pack a punch, are super convenient and feel solid in your hands, plus they have a bit of flair. If you're in the market for a high quality power bank, these might be a worthwhile investment. The UGREEN Nexode power bank series is a highly cost effective and optimal choice for meeting daily charging needs. Whatever size you choose, it may end up being a permanent addition to your bag. Choosing between the power bank models really comes down to how you plan to use them. For most folks, the 20,000 milliamp variant might be overkill. Let's be honest, how often do you need to fast charge 3 devices at once without a wall socket nearby? It's great for freelancers or anyone working in the field who needs to power up a full day's setup, but for the average user, it might be a bit much. If you're just looking for a trusty backpack buddy for day trips or vacations, the 12,000 milliamp model offers plenty of bang for your buck. It's compact, lightweight, and should provide more than enough juice for your phone, tablet, or any other essentials you take along. So it might be worth taking some time to consider your needs before making this purchase. As always, be sure to check this product out in the link in the description. Let me know what you think. Till next time.